on 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
They'll run here with a rookie.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw it is Locke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Third down, here's Tracy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
6-0 our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, Slayton.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
On the run is Tracy.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second down and 6 now. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2nd and 9.
So, how do you save him on YouTube, bro?
He's got it. Touchdown.
Oh, automatically save. See, with Twitch ain't like that. I try to get my videos saved. I don't know how to do it.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final.
Yours just automatically save. You got to post it. You know what I'm saying?
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half,
I ain't played Madden since I got the
they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
eluding the pressure right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Next year they're gonna be on like 2026. They're gonna be on like Chanel Sanders, what's his name? Alabama. Get more.
In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Oh man! Oh man! You playing on all man now?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
Go check out my Madden record card. You'd be surprised how you be like, man, I don't see how you been playing games with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Defense impeccable, right?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next
drive.
Slim deficit here
For the
in
pass.
one possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and
take some L1 button on defense.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Like, see how he, like, one play is 60 point man.
Flush to his right.
And next time, if you run outside like that pressure right now, like this button will went up good. You know what I'm saying? It's called playmaking. It went up good. You throw it. Nah, right in the lock. Yeah. That's how you roll out and he come that way. You'll see you do it in the play, like you try to right on lock. You'll see a search come out.
That's complete. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's brought down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
He finds his man Johnson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Lock's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2nd down and a yard. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 1. Now Locke. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Locke. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yeah, it's freezing on me. My control, the game is freezing.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. They run over center with Mitchell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I don't think I'll make it.
They'll give up the gut to Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Henry up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Henry, touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Looking to throw. Lock.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, Lock. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Lock. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here's 1st down. Here's Tracy.
Room here to run.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Now Lock.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, Okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Giants able to recover? Yes. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Locke. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Locke to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Locke, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly. Oh, and that's gonna sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown.